The people that's not married, I would tell them, think very long and hard about before you get married. Like, think about the whole thing, not just the love thing, not just the thing. We got to go through everything together
That's a
now.
bar.
And we got to deal with what the each other got going on in their physical and in their spirit. We got to hang in there. We can't just go in there. It ain't supposed to be a marriage divorce thing.
Now I have a discernment to actually ask the right questions. Not saying like a competition, but like, what are your goals? And how do we align? Because it's never about who has power. It's never about you're bigger than me. And it's not about that. How can I help you and how can you help me? It's reciprocity. And if there's no reciprocity, what we doing this for?
I don't think you can ever protect nobody's reputation. Their reputation is a representative of who they are. I've been in a position where I just didn't say anything because the best response was no response.
My truth, it walks with me. Their lie also walks with them. Some people lie is their truth.
You did me wrong. You've been trying to make me or say be quiet. Don't say nothing. Don't open your mouth. Don't this. It's just gonna cause a bigger problem for you. If I don't speak up, y'all are the same one who preach about suck doing suck.
But silence is way more violent than speaking.
Every man, every human also has feminine and masculine energy.
Yeah.
It's androgynous. And that's what makes the procreation piece of it so powerful. What you have, I don't have, and what I have, you don't have. It's an
You
order.
the socket, I'm the plug.
That's it.
Religion got people in this country so up. Once you got indoctrinated with that junk and it's deep in your head and it done passed through generations and generations and generations.
What you bring to the table.
Welcome back to the Reality Table, Season 5. Season 5, we came, we wanted to start something big, so it's your girl, Big Lex, but we have Mr. Stevie Baggs.
Salute, what it is.
And we have...
Welcome back.
Oh yeah. We're back. And we have our new co-host of the Moses, Mr. Lil Scrappy. How you doing?
I'm blessed.
Crap.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Hey, but yeah, welcome back. Big 3. You fair?
I already did that. Oh, that was good. Well, we just let's recap what we just did. We went. Scrappy gave us the opportunity to go to the Millennium Tour.
Oh yeah, that was hard.
That's
great.
From your perspective, what did you think about it?
It was good, the nostalgia of seeing everybody in the industry that I already know, from the boy from the crib, Pretty Ricky and them, and then everybody who I know in the A-Jock, Scrap, of course, Walker, you know what I'm saying? It was just good to fellowship with everybody. Running in the meets was dope.
Yeah.
I don't like to chase nobody for nothing.
Yeah.
I don't chase for nothing. So I was frustrated that I felt like we was chasing niggas to the interview.
Yeah.
I ain't chasing you.
I definitely chasing people.
It was good on her as a woman, she could do that. But as a man, I ain't finna chase.
I did idea. I thought we were done. I was out there watching the show. She was like, we gotta do that. I'm like, oh. Hey, how you doing? Then I kept saying the wrong name of the circle.
He thought I'm like,
I will table talk.
think about it from your point of view, because you was actually in it.
Hey, bro, you did some work tonight.
3-4 shady. I appreciate it. Nah, it was lit. It was a lit situation. I feel like he said, with that nostalgia, and I feel like they love that anyway. Like it's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of music out there that ain't really. It sounds good, but it ain't sticking or it ain't hit. You know what I'm saying? We had that what you call classical music, music that lasts for a long, long time. Saying so, the fact that my music still lasts that long,
That part.
and people are rocking like he just turned that light on. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, wow. Now, I've been to all over the United States within 2 months and seeing that same crowd go in different arenas just go crazy, and I'm like, wow.
So I didn't know I break some travel.
Yeah, and I didn't even know I had that much love like that. Nah,
You'll be surprised how much love you get.
yeah,
But we so focused on the hate.
yeah,
The hate is what you really see. Because the love is like, oh, wow, okay, whatever.
yeah,
But people be rocking with you, bro, all over the world, and you don't even know it.
yeah,
And then you run into somebody, they be like, man, you changed my life.
yeah.
That's real.
Or like that. Hey, I know y'all. Did y'all see that Baby situation? Baby, when he was walking in the club, the Baby got out of the car, he was walking in the club, and this New York dude was like, hey, Baby, hey, come here, nigga. Come here, man. And then cuz just looked at him and kept walking. He was like, oh, for real, son? For real? That's how we doing it? I'm like that. No, really? Like, he got, man, I was sitting there looking. I watched it like 20 times because it was so funny that, people like, you know, I love the love, but it's like sometimes it's like you don't really love me. You love what I do. You know, say you love the gift that God gave me. You know what I'm saying? I can see that. And I make he even came back and said, well, you know, I don't, you know, I ain't no fan of his, but I listened to some of his music when I was in prison and it got me through. You know what I'm saying? So it's really like, I don't owe you nothing. I already gave you what you needed. You know what I'm saying? I gave you what you need. That's a perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gave you what you needed. Like, now, I may be a little arrogant not to give you that and not to pay you some attention, but I don't owe you that.
No, that's fact.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't owe nobody nothing.
Yeah, I'm doing what I was finna do regardless. I will get out the truck and walk in the club. I did not know you was finna come over here and hold your little hand out.
Yeah.
And people could be scared because I would be scared if I was him because people are different.
I don't do that. I know 50, I know John, I know all these big people, cause I done been around them, I done did business and music with them. But if I seen them walk in, I'm not finna run over there and be like,
Right.
hey, what's up? Like, I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna check the temperature out. If cuz
Right.
they ain't really looking at vibing or even energy ain't on it, I'm like, shit.
And that's what I was gonna say. I think everything go back to energy and vibration.
Yeah.
You know, it's like if you see me sitting down with my family eating, bro, just chill.
Yeah.
Don't come up. Even if you show love, like what's up, that's cool.
That's cool.
But
those are real fans.
But I learned that the people that do come up, I'ma still pay homage because of who I am.
Yeah.
Like you could be disrespectful, quote unquote, but you don't have the power to disrespect me. I would have to give you the power to actually disrespect me by you coming up to me, showing me love. So in a way, I feel like sometimes I always say the bigger your audience, the bigger your audit.
At least you don't say that,
You know
bro.
what I'm saying? Like that's real.
So I do want to ask y'all, because I was talking to you about this a minute ago, just a couple seconds. You see where we at right now. Y'all see where we at, like the world, especially America. We ain't got to say the world. We don't leave the world out of it because everybody ain't like America. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got the same leadership.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So knowing that we in this predicament right now where it's like there's nobody to really, I mean, you can vote all you want, you know what I'm saying? But you still gonna get like the same jacket, different skin, or different mind.
Wing, left wing, one bird.
Yeah, one bird. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how do you feel like knowing that the climate we in right now? How do you feel spiritually that, like, how we get through this?
What you got, Let?
So I'm frustrated. Shoot, the gas $5. Everything costs more than what it normally costs. And then, you know, I just got married, so I just feel like, damn, like another bill? Like what but I think too, it's just, I feel like right now, we're really in a time where the world is really about to end. Cause all this stuff that's going on, I'm serious. I ain't never felt like this. The world about to end. Everything spiked up. Everything costs more than what it used to. People doing crazy stuff. I just seen the other day. I seen it on Instagram. Did y'all see where somebody pulled up to someone's house and they had this like
shotgun and they shot through the door and killed the teenager?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Like where they doing that at? Or something else Instagram, people can say what they want, but it's the new news because that's what I pay more attention to. And every time I see or do you remember a couple of weeks ago or months ago when somebody was acting like they were UPS and then they killed the whole family?
Wow.
Like,
and see, you got to be on alert though. Like that's a thing, man. For real, like I think the awareness of the people is off.
Yeah.
Man, for good reason. Look at the foods you eat. Look at the schools you go to. Look at the churches that you go to. Look at the people that you call your leaders in government.
Yeah.
I govern my own mental. You can't govern my mentality for me. But that's the problem. You have relinquished your own cognition, your own autonomy, and you've given it to somebody else to be your governor and your mayor and what do these people really do?
Yeah.
These people really, if you really dig in their background, they more fucked up than anybody on the planet. All of them. I don't give a fuck about a president, mayor. Boy, you start.
They gotta stand up. They gotta stand up there and lie to you.
That's the only politics.
Yeah.
Politricks.
Yeah.
It's many tricks. Many tricks. Politics.
Polyamorous.
Hicks. Polyamorous. Any bloodsuckers. Politics is all bloodsuckers.
Yeah.
So they already showed you who they are. The United States of America, which I call America, was already built off thievery, bro.
Yeah.
They stole this land from the people that was already here. They got something, man. Y'all look it up called Buffalo Soldiers. These white people used to go around and kill all the buffalo of all the indigenous people in this land. This is really America. So they killed all of because they knew that indigenous people used the buffalo for food, shelter, weaponry, building tents, cover. Man, it was crazy. So they killed all the buffalo. They killed all the bison.
So do you believe that those indigenous people were black?
No, they weren't black. They was melanin. They were carbon. They were indigenous. They were aboriginal, meaning they had our same skin color for sure. But if that's another thing, that's another term that got our people in bondage, even black.
No, but do you understand that we traveled over here first because we the ones that brought them over here?
No, that's what I'm saying is that we already been here. We went brought nowhere.
Yeah.
I'm not a Pan-Africanist.
Yeah.
So I don't look at the fact that we were brought from Africa to America.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, we was already in America. When I went to go to Africa to speak, I seen a young brother with goals in his mouth, sagging his pants, and I told him, "You did not get this from the village. You got this from us.
Yeah.
Wakanda forever." Our young people don't walk around wearing dashikis. They young people walking around doing what we do because we are the leaders. Everybody on the planet love our rhythm but hate our blues.
Yeah.
But we have to start to understand who we are.
Yeah.
So then now I don't do a fuck about the government. Fuck the government.
Yeah.
I govern my own mental. So when you govern your own mental, then you can start getting with your people. Then you can start changing how you think.
And that's why I always look at him for that. I always look at him on the podcast and stuff because it goes back to how religion got people in this country so effed up. Man, they so messed up because it's like once you got indoctrinated with that junk and it's deep in your head and it done passed through generations of generation in your bloodline, you in it. Like you in it. Like bats. It's like we even read. You can read the Bible straight up, from left to right, and read it backwards. It's gonna tell you all. It's got truth in there.
Yeah.
And then it got color people. Listen, melanin is all in there.
All in there.
Like I'm talking about African names is in there, and we go look.
What name you saw in there?
See, boo boo. He didn't.
Obadiah.
But all that type of stuff. Moses. All that stuff are black names, like African names. You know what I'm saying? So I be sitting. I'm like, so how did my ancestors look at this white Jesus and put that with the Bible? Like, how did that even happen?
So
and how did they keep going with it? Why did they keep going?
Cause listen, he gonna go and you gonna go and
like me, and this is the reality table. We talking about reality. Reality is that a person will read the Bible, and in the Bible it tells them the Bible that they subscribe to tells them to be in the world but not of the world. So if everybody in the world go vote, we supposed to not vote because we not supposed to do everything that everybody in the world.
That's true.
The Bible says, I've never seen the Bible tell nobody to walk down no aisle, put a ring on nobody's finger, or go to no marriage certificate at a courthouse.
Exactly.
I've never seen the Bible say that. I ain't seen the Torah say that. I ain't seen the Talmud say that. And it don't say it. But you have adopted an ideology from your oppressor, and then you wonder why you suppress, depress, and oppress.
And can't compress.
Come on.
Deep compress.
No, dude. Man, so can't.
Kind of deep compress. They go stuck. You feel me?
And they know this.
Yeah.
Everybody on the planet is waiting on melanated people in America to stand up. They waiting on us to unify. They're waiting on us to become righteous people again. They waiting on us to stop trying to have relationships like them people. They waiting on us to stop eating like these people. Everything is there for us. And when I say these people, I'm not even talking about color because I don't see black and white. I see darkness and light. I see wrong and right. The most people who done ever tried me in my life been a nigga who look like you.
Yeah.
I get more help from a Gentile than I do from somebody who skin vibrates like me on skin tone. Skin tone respect.
Exactly.
So I don't get caught up in the race because I know that's a lie.
I think I heard you say one time that do you feel like that somebody really was in the whale's mouth and got swallowed, or that
he said that a couple times.
was that just allegory?
Yeah.
It's just a story to help motivate you to get out of your situation. You know what I'm saying? To overcome your situation.
Okay, so this is my question for the world.
Yeah.
Do God need a ghostwriter, nigga, to tell you about my power and I'm God? So I need a man to write about my power on telling you how to breathe. I need a man to show you my power when I tell you if you fall off this building, you coming down. I don't need nobody to write about my power if I'm the universal God that then created everything, seen and unseen. Now, where's the lie? God needs you, nigga, to write a Bible for him? I don't even say him. That spirit, that entity, that being, because God is even greater than a gender. See, we just get caught up in calling God a he. That's crazy. God is androgynous.
I don't call God a he.
Well, that's one thing we agree on.
Elohim.
Yeah, Elohim. No,
Male or female.
and El means El is God, but Ohim is many gods.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's a different thing.
So listen. So on my take on it, I feel like Bibles and books of driven by, say, God or whatever, I feel like it's stories that help you understand the earth and what you got to go through in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like when you look in there, you can see, you'll be like, oh, wow. Like, I just went through that shit like last week. Last year, I was going through that same thing. So it's basically, if you read that junk, you can be like, if you don't already have it yourself,
That part.
if you don't already have it yourself, because half of us you kind of navigate and understand. But if you can't navigate yourself, you can go there and find out, dang, David, which I don't even know how you translate that to David when that wasn't no David, and you know what I'm saying, back then. But David went through this and he came out like this.
Mm-hmm.
He did this and came, all he had to do was have faith in God and himself and get through there. You know what I'm saying? But for some odd reason, beyond God, they look at the Bible. For some odd reason.
Boy,
They make
and in their
Bible God.
in their old Bible that they read, it says there should be no other idol before me.
Yeah.
So they made Jesus an idol and a Bible an idol before the Most High God.
Yeah.
The one thing I do agree with my Muslim brothers and sisters is that there's no intermediate vibration between you and God. Because how can I be made in the Most High in the image of God and not be directly connected to God?
Right.
Oh, well, I'm a sinner. So you're such a bad sinner that you don't have the right. So somebody got Jesus God, got the Bible. Man, he said a lot of things that they don't know.
He said, you don't need them dudes over there to get to God. You can go do that yourself.
But so this is what the Christ consciousness is about.
Yeah.
People miss Christ and they be focused on Jesus. Jesus was a man, and that Jesus couldn't have did shit without Christ. None of us could do anything without the Christ, because Christ means anointing. That's your spirituality.
Yeah.
So you Scrappy Christ, you Alexia Christ, I'm Stevie the Christ. And we use our anointing to help the blind man see. Helping the blind man see wasn't saying Stevie Wonder, now you can see. Helping the blind man see was like your first eye was turned off. Your spiritual eye, now I made you see. But they just looking at it from one dimension.
I will say this. I
believe Brian. I mean, I run with a lot of stuff you say, but don't never.
Listen, no. Let us not reason. It's supposed to be able to reason together.
Yeah.
What all I'm saying is that this is a beautiful dialogue, because she look at God another way.
Yeah.
Which she was about to say.
That's all I was going to tell you. So I believe, I'm saying it's 144 different denominations of Christianity anyway. So everybody ain't believing in the same thing. And I think for me.
But how you believe in God?
Father and mother. But for me, since I've been saved for the last 2 years, that's another conversation. I'll invite you in church. For me, since I've been saved for the last 2 years, I can see a difference in myself in general. And you've even said it to me, like how I was before, not saying like I was a bad person, just whatever. But when you actually believe in something and you try to walk that path, it makes you just look at everything in discernment. You know, it makes, okay, put it this way. Since I stopped drinking for a minute, now I've drank, you know that. I've had my times, you know. But since I stopped drinking, sometimes like when I'm in an environment, it take a lot for me just to be there, because I'm like, it's not that I'm judging, but now I'm like, dang.
You just on a different frequency.
I'm on a different frequency.
Why am I here?
And not even why am I here, but now I see how when people move the way they move, because they either got liquor in them, and I like when people have fun, but also I see where the stuff, the BS happens. You know, the more you keep going, the spirits. But also I'm gonna be real. I like being around people who, if they want to drink, let them drink. I'm not gonna judge them, but I would rather be the responsible person. Hey, at least I can watch you. Yeah. You know, where before I used to be the person like, hey, where we Ubering to? Boom, boom, boom. I would be the driver, and I hate driving. Like if it takes for me to be the driver, then I'm a drive. But I just think that you can believe in whatever you want to believe in, because at the end of the day, we're all going to be judged at Judgment Day. You can believe in what you believe in what you believe, and me too. But
I want to know, how do you believe in God?
I'm gonna take you to church with me. We're gonna go to church.
But I mean, if you know how you believe in God, then you can explain it to me.
Yeah, I mean, in the book of Genesis, it says, "I will create a world in our image, in our likeness." Our is plural. That's male and female. Right there, our. If it was just my image, my likeness, it would just be one man.
See, I love
Our. So
I love it.
So that's hold on. He does. In the book of Galatians, it says, "But the group." In the book of
You had to pull it out of now on examine.
in the book of Galatians, it says, "But the Jerusalem above is free, and she is our mother." Mother, not the city Jerusalem. Mother means father and mother. If you have a mother on earth on heaven, do you not think you have a mother on earth? If you have a mother and father on earth, do you not think that you have a mother and father in heaven?
So we're back to the genders.
So that's why I said Elohim. Elo, Ella, male, female, Elohim. That's Elohim. Like the plural.
So that's what I was saying earlier.
Yeah.
God is androgynous. The
Yeah.
Most High God is androgynous, meaning comprised of both male and female energy.
Yeah.
So
Cause that's how he made energy.
But I do want to say this, because I told you about this. We've had these talks before. We had this talk last year. I want you to tell these people, like you told me, that you're going to come visit me at church one day.
We'll try to come visit her at church one day.
I'll definitely pull up. I'm pop out. I like going to different situations, because it don't move me, steer me from what I believe in at all. It just, I like to see what everybody's doing, what they got, how you things what.
hold on. Ooh, hold on. I got a question.
But not just that. Hold on. But not just that. It's not about steering somebody. So also sometimes what you don't know. You don't know what you don't know. I've read the Bible. Yeah, I read my Bible my whole life, but actually have I understood it? You know what I'm saying?
But the people who taught it to you didn't understand it. That's why
let's,
they couldn't explain it.
let's talk about that.
That's
Let's
what I'm
talk
saying.
about how do you go to church on a Sunday when the Sabbath is on a Saturday, whereas some other people believe that the church is within you. Whereas I believe...
Well, in the Bible, Jesus said the church is not a place. It's the people that come together and...
But also in the Bible, it says go to Mount Zion to worship.
But that wasn't the church.
Mount Zion. See, you see how you gotta look at everything? Everything can be taken in a different context, depending on the dimension. Depending on the dimension.
And why? And this is why I started off before I even spoke and said everybody interprets the Bible differently. And also, you have your facts, I have my facts.
I feel like a lot of people had that Jesus factor. When you read the Bible, there's a lot of people that was created after that. They had that Jesus factor. I'm not saying that they was immaculate conception and stuff like that, and they say they was God's son and stuff like that. But the part that when it was like when Jesus was like the leader of his squad, and he picked up people and he had people with him, he had his disciples, and they went out there and ministered, and they tried to save lives and show the gospel and stuff like that. I feel like Martin Luther King had that, Malcolm X had that. I got it.
Christ consciousness.
Yeah.
This the Christ consciousness, bro. What I'm saying is Christ. When you look up that word and when you find out that means anointing, even when you read the Bible, the anointed one. Yeah. But it's based on the anointing. You can't be the anointed one without the anointing.
Exactly.
Right. So when the Bible it says that the anointing destroys the yoke. Y'all ever read that verse? You heard that verse? It didn't say Jesus destroyed the yoke. It said the anointing did. It said, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. It didn't say I can do all things through Jesus Christ who strengthens me. 23rd Psalm says through the paths of righteousness.
Yeah.
You got a path, I got a path.
Right.
But it's only one. If it was more than one God, it would be more than one sun shining in the sky. Even the sun shining in the sky and the moon coming at night, that's the masculine and feminine energy.
But you do know,
going back to what you're saying about
Elohim,
androgyny.
But you do know there's more than one sun in each sky.
Oh yeah, but in a different dimension. I'm talking about this dimension.
Oh, in this earth.
This earth.
Yeah.
In this earth, this is what we dealing with.
And it's the same to say if Jesus came before, what makes you think that he hasn't came again already? Because when Jesus came the first time, they said he wasn't Jesus and they killed him.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? But before we go into that, cause we gonna go. So listen, we gonna get into the topic. I know it took us a minute to get there, but we there now, right? That was a great icebreaker.
That's the greatest.
That's the great icebreaker.
You was talking about the greatest.
Yeah,
planet.
no, for sure. Yeah, spirituality.
Spirituality is the reality.
So
Absolutely.
religion, I feel like that's based on control. They got to control the people, let them know, like, if you don't do this, then this will happen. If you do this, then this will happen for you. It's like if you go scratch these numbers off, you might win the lottery. Like, it's always a mic, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know for real,
Right.
You know in your spirit. Like, I know for sure when I'm doing wrong and when I'm doing right. You know what I'm saying? It have been times where I didn't know I was messed up, but I still had like a little discernment that something is off right now.
Right.
Something right. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing this. It don't feel wrong, but it don't feel right either. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, it's spirituality with me. Like I love my pops. My pops, he a preacher. They all the way in the church. You know what I'm saying? But I know that saved his life. Church saved his life. It kind of, once he got in the church and he got, all the way in it, he changed his life.
Yeah.
So, but it changed my life. But I just seen it on a different level because, like, I would go to my dad's house and I would see how calm the house was. Even though we was like in the hood, the house was still calm. It was good. Nothing happened there. It was just peaceful. But then when I went to my mom's house, we in the hood, man, it's cracking. Like, everybody got to have a gun. Everybody got to look out the window.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But my daddy would pray for me. He would pray for me, and I'm sitting there and I heard the words he said, and I'm like, hey, hold on, I thought that wasn't gonna supposed to happen to me, bro. Like, he prayed for him, I'm supposed to be straight. Like, I just got hit in the head with it. You know what I'm saying? What's going on with this? How am I saved? You feel what I'm saying? How am I this? How am I that? And there's certain things that people, even in church, that preachers can't explain. They don't explain it. They don't even go there.
They don't explain it because
They don't even go.
it's too many holes in the theology.
Yeah.
Right. So look, we gonna get into the topic because Stevie gonna get into his spirituality for another hour, right?
Oh no, me and him we go.
We know, both of y'all. So look, this is the topic. It's a good question. You ever protect someone's reputation by not telling your side of the story?
Yeah.
So with everything that you got going on, whether it be a friend, whether it be this, whether it be that, have you ever had to protect someone's reputation by not telling your side of the story?
Definitely. Yeah. I did that a lot, you know what I'm saying? Especially when we were doing the TV thing. I did that a lot. Because I wanted, I'm a man, you know what I'm saying? So what I look like, going to tell, oh, look, this is what she did. This is what she did. This is what he did.
Right.
Oh, Shawty he ain't really like that. Did what he did. And he did it to me. Like, it don't make no sense.
Right.
Especially when you don't want to be around the people that cause you harm anyway, that tell negative stories about you anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Negative allegory. You tell me. So it's like I don't like that because it's like my truth, it walks with me. You know what I'm saying? It walks with me. Their lie also walks with them. You know what I'm saying? And some people was really like, I've noticed this shit. Some people lie is their truth.
That's what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
What's the truth to you could be an actual lie to somebody else.
Yeah.
And my man, when you think about it, we talked about the Bible.
Yeah.
I grew up thinking that a person was really in the belly of a whale. I grew up thinking that Daniel was in the lion's den.
Yeah.
I grew up thinking that Adam and Eve meant ADAM instead of ATOM. The first atom, the first molecule was an atom.
Yeah.
I grew up thinking whatever they told me, that two people populated the earth. There's not enough genetic diversity for two people to populate the earth.
No, but the crazy part about that is when their sons walked out of the garden and they walked out, it was so many people out there. It was so many.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The Bible,
It made you think.
the Bible is just like you watching the Titanic. It's not real things that actually happen. They put real things that happen and can happen in life in there, and that's what get people tricked.
Yeah.
So to protect somebody's reputation, you might not tell them the truth about the Bible because you want to protect their reputation and stand where they at because they're not ready to receive this.
But let me ask you this: in your life,
They would not accept.
My mother may have that. What is Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob? Well, you may not say nothing about my Jesus.
Yeah.
It's up.
in your life now,
Mhm.
have you ever experienced that? Like, give me an example.
Of trying to protect someone's reputation. I don't think you can ever protect nobody's reputation because their reputation is a representative of who they are. Right? But I'm saying, like, you can try to save face, or I've been in a position where I just didn't say anything because the best response was no response. Because I feel like when you go to responding to people or places or things outside of yourself, then you looking for a certain level of validation. And at this point in my life, I don't need to be validated by nobody.
Well, I'm gonna say this because for myself, I mean, you know this better than anything. I ain't said too much of nothing for 3 years when it comes to the situation for myself. Sometimes people feel like they're who they are because of television or because of whoever they know or because of who they manage. When it came to my situation, I ain't never spoke on it, but hell, I'll speak on it now. I've been rocking with a group for years, even before it was a group. So once, that person got married to someone, or even before, like everything was still cool, but I brought a business kind of situation to them. And it was through some, I came up with it walking up the mountain. But then what triggers me is somebody could get upset if you decide you've been quiet this whole time. You decide to speak up and speak about it because for one, it's one thing to talk about it. Oh, we started this group, blah, 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 going to the mountain, doing all these things, boom, boom. Then we started this other thing, hiking, you know what I'm saying? But when you take credit for some stuff that you really didn't have nothing to do with, and then I brought it to the table, and then now I'm supposed to be quiet. Oh, be quiet, don't talk about it, that just causes drama. But then it makes me look weird when I decide to separate myself from the whole thing. But then every time I look on Instagram, y'all keep talking about this and this. Oh, we going here, we doing this, we doing that. And and in all these interviews, damn well you didn't come up with this idea. And it caused the whole friendship. And then on top of the friendship, it caused the whole just separation. And when I separated myself from that situation, it gave me peace. But not only that, I noticed that every person that was in that circle, none of them are there. And it's not even about that. It could be about something else. It could be about monetary. It could be about X, Y, it could be whatever. But when you have a whole new group around you, and then you in a sense, if I meet you through Scrappy, and I met you through him, but I brought you the idea, and then you cool with it, but then you want to call him and say, hey, nah, we gonna do it with us, and knowing that it was with you,
right?
But because you the middleman, you know what I'm saying? You trying to stay out of it, but you also trying to, be respectful. Because last time I checked,
Who you talking about? Put it there. I'm trying to figure out who.
It don't take a rocket science that red. It don't take a rocket science to know red. But the point I'm making is, at the end of the day, is like, y'all preach about being sucker niggas, but the people want to get mad when people speak up when you did them wrong. When you want somebody to suppress and be quiet, when you the one.
What's the greatest lesson that you got, Matt?
Discernment. And when I say discernment, I say people. I learned that people ain't who they say they are. Because one thing about me, and y'all know me very well, like, if I rock with you, I rock with you till the wheels fall off. Like, you got a bad day, I got a bad day. How we make it a better day? If I've been rocking with you before any of this TV, before any of all this, and you do me like this, now mind you, all the stuff I done heard about you before, I didn't, I don't believe, brother. I don't believe that. He ain't never did that to me until I experienced it. So I can't say that no more. But then, y'all are the same people that say, niggas get mad when people speak up. Don't be a sucker, don't be a sucker, whatever. But when I say speak up, I mean, you shouldn't have did that corny stuff anyway over something that's not even making no money. But that's what I call for clout. But yet, because I'm regular old Lex, and I say, hey, but if I come to you or I come to you, oh, you just want to be seen. Do I want to be seen, or am I bringing you an idea that you actually ran with and act like you started it?
Wow. Well, I can tell you, I had something similar happen like that. You know what I'm saying? With an old collaboration. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say no names. It wasn't it wouldn't give us no clicks or nothing, you know what I'm saying? I feel like there's somebodies and then there are nobodies, feel me? Because, you know, if you got a real good spirit, then you got to be somebody special. Come on. If you have a real bad spirit, which I can feel it, you're a nobody though. You know what I'm saying? I can't even be around that. It don't do good for my energy. You know what I'm saying? So I had some stuff going on to where I was working on something with somebody. This person wasn't as, you know, lit as I was. And I put in on it and then it started taking off. But like I said, I seen the spirit in the person and I was like, this not fair. And I'm talking about God was on me so heavy in my spirit about it. I was like, I can't even be around that person. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't going good. Like when I get around that person, it don't make me feel good. You know what I'm saying? It make me feel real low. You know what I'm saying? My energy go real low. So yeah, I wanted to be, the person tried to move me out of it, which they did. You know what I'm saying? And then I tried to, at first I was gonna fight about it, but then I was like, nah, what are we fighting for? Something that you already gifted with, something that you done made over and over and over again. You can go and make this in your sleep. You know what I'm saying? That's why the person needed you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd have been a lot of situations I done got in that I was helping the person do something, and the person to get to themselves and start feeling themselves, we be like, I did this. I did this because they're really still, even if you leave them and you're not messing with them no more, they're only going to go so far and then fall. Only reason they're going the extra little mile because they're still rolling off the energy that you left, that they had off you, that they were carrying it, and they got that little energy with them, and then that little tail on that comment, it just start disappearing.
So then, don't that means, like, to me, it's an inside job.
Yeah.
If I get in bed with somebody who ain't on my vibration, my frequency, that's my fault.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's
then I learned,
accountability.
yeah, because I learned to be, and responsibility.
Yeah.
Because accountability is the ability to take account of what's going on.
Yeah.
Responsibility is the ability to respond.
Yeah.
Responsibility don't got nothing to do with paying bills.
Yeah.
It means that when something happens in the world, I know how to respond to it the proper way. Right? So now I'm like, okay, if I keep going into certain relationships, if I keep going with, whether it's business, family, friend, whatever, I need to find out what's my frequency on, because my frequency is what I frequently see. So if I keep frequently seeing the same type of women, same type of business things to say, then I got to start checking the things in me.
Yeah.
Because I'm the one that's entertaining you.
Why are you attracted to that?
Not only, we going to attract everything. When you got a certain light and a certain anointing, you going to attract everything.
Yeah.
But who you entertain is what's really.
And I would say this, because that's the accountability for me. Like, you know what? Because people warn me, but because I felt like he never did nothing to me, or I didn't see that, because I actually been around it. And listen, years don't even mean nothing these days. It don't matter how many years you've been around somebody. But I think for me, I guess where I'm still having a problem with understanding is, would you consider somebody wrong for, and it's not necessarily called calling it out, for basically speaking up on some stuff that you know was foul? Like, my thing is this, it's always the messenger that gets sick, killed or whatever. When in this situation, you did me wrong. You've been trying to make me or say be quiet. Don't say nothing. Don't open your mouth. Don't this. It's just going to cause a bigger problem for you because you want to make it seem like you're this person. And basically, like, I could blackball you or whatever. But yet, if I don't speak up, y'all are the same one who preach about sucking niggas doing sucking shit.
But silence is way more violent than speaking.
And I've been quiet for 3 years.
No, but you don't understand that.
Mhm.
Like, I witnessed that. I done had some of the people I thought really, really loved me. Like, love me. And I done been around them for years. Like you say, years don't even matter no more. I'm talking about 10, 15, all that junk. And then at a drop of a dime, they go do some off the wall stuff. And then for me to follow them and be on the same shit they on and follow them and follow that energy is bringing my shit down. Right. And even if I want to, like, go hurt these people, it's bringing my energy down. Right. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be able to get nowhere. So I seen myself rise above that shit real when I was just hurt on the inside, and I just wanted the inside of me just wanted to be like, hey, crash out. I'm finna go pray. I'm finna go fuck this motherfucker up right now. I ain't even finna, I'm finna OJ this shit. You know what I'm saying? But I couldn't even do that. Like I said, stay still. be quiet, and listen to the other you. Cause you got two yous in there. You got that negative and that positive. That negative in there like, hey man, fuck that shit, man. I'm finna go fuck cuz up right now. Yeah, I'm finna go slap the hell out of old girl. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm finna go steal some shit. Like, hell nah, fuck that. When I was quiet, I started gaining my strength. It felt like I gained power over them. Like I got power over them because they're running around worrying. They over there worrying about me and they trying to hurt me. I'm not even worrying about you, so you can't hurt me. You can't hurt me at all. You said it, John. You give them the power to do that when you focusing on what they got going on. Oh, you trying to hurt me? Man, them folk can't hurt you because, man, you just talked about some.
Yeah.
It's a couple people out there that done tried to really like, they think they get on podcast, they think they can go around and talk about me. They think they can go do any little thing about me and it's going to diffuse my spirit.
Right.
Dim my light. Like something big is gonna happen because you're not even bigger than me. You're nowhere than me.
Yeah.
So how can you do that? You can't. They can't.
And then, but then it go back to like, that's what I'm saying. Hey, bro, people be fans, right?
Yeah.
It was like, you think they friends, but they're really fans.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the layer between admiration and hate is very thin.
Very thin.
You know, a nigga could admire you, homie, so much till that. Remember that Spanish artist back in the day? I think her name was Selena.
Selena.
That girl killed her.
Yeah.
This is a girl that was such a fan of hers and an admirer of her, went to the point of killing this girl, man. And that's what happened, bro. And that's why it comes back to us. You talked about it. Discernment, our intuition, clairvoyance. You got to have those invisible senses, the spiritual senses, to be able to see the intent of somebody.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going back to making a blind man see is not talking about these two eyes. It's talking about your spiritual eye.
Yeah.
You know, they call it the third eye. I call it the first eye. Because if you lead with your spirit first, then your two physical eyes can't deceive you. But if you lead with your two physical eyes, your spirit gonna be tricked. Yeah, this bitch fine, but she's not refined. I want to get in her bed, but I better get in her head.
For real. So what the fuck really going?
Come on.
Yeah.
Them hips is, but I'm talking about what's coming off your lips.
Yeah.
Damn your hips. Cause so then when you start to really look at it, it always comes back to you.
Yeah.
Looking in the mirror and saying, damn, the mirror don't got no streaks in it. I got streaks in me. That's why I would entertain even dealing with this fuck nigga.
Not even entertained though. You was part of the whole situation.
That part.
So then where's this my that's even the more reason why the onus is on you then.
Yeah. It's definitely.
Why you let them in then?
Yeah, that's why I say you were right about the power. Because the whole power of just you, yourself, and I. You know that little term. You, yourself, and no, me. But it always go back to you. You know what I'm saying? It's like me, myself, and I. Can't nobody control me, myself, but I. You know what I'm saying? Like when I wake up in the morning, I know I think these things. There's nobody to control me.
No, but no, God made you do it. Or the devil made you do it.
Yeah.
This is what people think.
Yeah.
Oh, if something good happened, boy, God really got me through. And if something bad happened, man, I let the devil. You know, you are the God and the devil of your own reality.
Yeah. Then they go read and say that God give you choice. So if he gave me choice.
If I got free will.
Yeah, how is all these other things making me do something?
That's on you. It come back. So many people who let their God be outside of them and their devil be outside of them don't realize that everything that happens in your life is a byproduct of you.
Yeah.
How do you think? How you process things? How do you deal with hurt? How do you deal with love? How do you deal with happiness and joy? Because it's all in there. Life ain't just a pole of hot and cold, east and west, north and south. Life is 360, bro.
Yeah.
Life ain't just no left or right.
I done seen it come around a whole bunch.
And it's always gonna do that. That's why it's a season.
Yeah.
Every time it's a season, the season just keep changing. We don't go by calendar, we go by the season.
Right.
But then on top of that, that's why I was telling you that this is going on 3 years. So I've been baptized for 2 years. Ever since, like I said, I separated for that group. Because really, you might as well say when I separated from the person, the group separates too, if that makes sense, you know?
Because with the person.
Yeah, you stop seeing, you stop seeing likes and that, but then you got people still asking, what's going on? I said, go ask him, don't ask me. You know, but at the end of the day, if you want to know the truth, he should be willing to tell you the truth. And I'm going to be quiet. I've been quiet, but I'm still, it's just annoying to me because in reality, when I separated from the whole situation, I was able to go find what I believe in, Elohim. I was able to to grow my brand. I was able to actually focus on me and not focus on this brand that ain't never brought nothing monetary to me anyway.
Focus on
myself. But not even just that. It just I could see a difference and I could feel a difference. Cause
that's it. That's the only reason you also put pass on you. This is the main thing that everybody really does. Everything in the world will vibrate at a better angles.
And not even just that, partnership.
And other people,
everything is based on outside of you. Taste, touch, see, smell, and hear are all outside senses.
But not just that. It's a discernment for if you are gonna do and work with anybody, friends, family, foe, whatever. Now I have a discernment to actually ask the right questions of, you know what do you believe in? Where it's not saying like a competition, but like what are your goals? You know, and how do we align? Because it's never about who has power. It's never about you're bigger than me. And it's not about that. F that. F social media. F all of that. It's about how can I help you and how can you help me? It's reciprocity. And if there's no reciprocity, what we doing this for? Because I'm not here just to help you grow.
Also know that reciprocity is just like anything else.
Yeah.
It's just time and season for it.
Fact.
So everything in the planet is temporary.
Yeah.
And people get caught up in that too. It was a time and season for you to be around certain people and not have you around other people. And I learned my lessons. I hit my head. Some of them I won and I did this. Other ones I so I just understand now. If I'm dealing with certain people, places, and things, I know what I need to do.
Yep.
So that I can move forward in that space without getting so caught up in the nostalgia of how it tastes, touch, see, smell, and look.
Yeah.
And that's the only reason we get involved in things, because that's the reasons why.
But listen, this is what I told both of y'all, and I'm gonna say this, and tell me if I'm wrong. I've told you this multiple times. Sometimes I don't want to go nowhere unless you're going because of your energy, right or wrong.
Yeah.
I've told you the same thing, and I've told you different than a lot of people, both of y'all, because how he is being a rapper, a celebrity, whatever. He don't act like the ones that I've met and seen and know. He's more nice. He's more open. He's grounded. So the difference is someone like Scrappy, or even someone like you, BMF, television, rapper, Lex. You understand what I'm saying? Retired basketball player. I'm making a point to you is if you're in a situation where somebody's making you feel greater than because of the world or because of social media and not because it takes a team to build who you are anyway. So if you feel like that you're above me, but for instance, if I come to you or if I come to you and say, hey, let's do this together. And okay, what's your idea? And we come together and we're collectively working, right? It should never be a sense of, well, I'm just gonna keep it real. Like if we doing this, we gotta say it's my name. Now, depending on the situation, we're all smart enough. Depending on the situation, you might have to say that name. But if this is something we're
you got it. If they like you, cause we gonna ride. Yeah. If they like you more, we
gonna ride with you. But it should never be a conversation of, well, you know, basically you feel as if you're bigger or better than me because of whatever reason.
Right.
It should never be that if it wasn't your idea.
Now, if somebody have more knowledge of the situation.
And they don't.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm just making a point because that's what I thought too. But let me rewind why. Let me tell you why I cut you off. Because you don't make more money than me. You don't have more businesses than me. I'm not talking about what you portray to the world. You owe people. I don't owe nobody.
This is what I'm saying.
I was about to go out.
I was watching Obama talk, and it go back to what you're saying. Like what I was just saying, you said he don't. And he said, you may look in that room and see a whole bunch of people that look smart, that look like they got it all together. But he said, when you actually sit at the table with these people, you find out that they just like you. They trying to figure it out themselves. You know what I'm saying? They don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? You might be a little smarter than them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's all about, like what you said, it's the discernment. And it's the power to understand your discernment and not know that it's coming from false pretense. Like you got to know, I know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, this is what I do.
What's going on? You know what I'm saying? I understand that this right here is not for me.
Yes.
That's why you're not there.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't for you.
Yeah. All right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
If you were supposed to be there, I'm telling you would be right there shaking his hand. Y'all be still going up the mountain. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't supposed to be there.
I just don't like the facade that people think because if you're on television or you have a following on Instagram, like you have this type of money, that's not real.
But it don't matter.
Yeah.
If whoever follows that, what I was just telling you a minute ago.
Yeah.
I don't even bother like the people that I can't be around, that my spirit won't allow me to be around. If I see other people dealing with them, I know not to deal with them too. Because you, for some odd reason, like that spirit. You, for some odd reason, love to be around that.
Yep.
I can't be around all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you're not there, because you couldn't be around the facade.
Yep.
You wanted to be in something a little more real. You wanted the reality to show. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of reality.
Oh, dog.
So look, we got a game where we call it the game. I would want us to think of a question, ask the person to your left, and the person to the right has to give you a real answer. So what's a good question you have for me?
What can your religion do for you that God can't do for you?
He's still answering that question.
He don't come back to that question, huh?
Ain't nobody answer it.
Yeah, I want to know.
Ask it again.
What can a religion and or your religion do for you that the Most High God cannot do for you?
So for me, I believe that God is a part of my religion. So I believe in what I believe in, and in order, like right now, I'm in the feast. So for me, I go to church 10 days in a row, 5 a.m. and 8 p.m. So that's why I be in them weird times when you texting me. But I do it for 10 days. In the Bible, it says to celebrate certain, holidays. It doesn't say Christmas. It doesn't say Halloween and all these things. It says the Feast of Tabernacles, the Feast of Trumpets. I can keep going. But the point is, that's what I believe in, because it keeps me focused. It keeps me on a straight path. And on top of that, from what I understand from the Bible, that's what makes me at peace.
Okay, so to answer the question, but all I heard was Feast of Tabernacles and all that, and I'm trying to figure out. No,
So
I said, what can your religion do for you that God can't do for you? And you said that God is your religion.
I feel like God is a part of my religion. I feel like God, just to sum it up, I feel like the reason I believe in my religion is because of God in this religion.
Okay.
That's what I believe.
I feel like, I feel like a religion can only take me so far. A religion can only put me around a certain amount of people. A religion can only control me for so long, but God can control me for eternity. You know what I'm saying? He can help me the long way. He can put me in places that I have not even thought about seeing yet, figured out, understand, or anything. Both of y'all ask. I'm saying, so, which come to my question for both of y'all is, what is love to you, and how does it make you feel?
I'll let you answer first.
Love is a construct and a concept.
Yeah.
And the love it's many different types of love, but the love of the Most High, to me, I think the most powerful form of getting to that love is the love you have for your seeds.
Yeah.
Not even a woman. Because everybody love the nigga that came out of them more than the nigga that came in them.
Yeah.
Even you can go back to ask your grandma.
Yeah.
She love her grandbabies and her babies more than she loved the nigga that came in. Now somebody might feel different.
Yeah. It's perspective, you know.
But I just the areas I grew up in, the people that I know, the people love what comes out of them more than what came in them. So that's the closest love that I've seen for the love that I would think that the Most High would have for us. Because when you really love your seed, it's things that you don't want to happen to them. Boom, boom. But I think love is really based on emotions in this system. When it comes to relationship love, relational love with a woman, I would rather have real respect than your love. To me.
I think love to me, it just means putting someone before yourself. So it don't have to be a relationship. It could be a friendship. And I feel like there are a lot of people that I love as friends more than family. And there are some people that I love. And I always say this all the time. I said it at this point, for me, it's not about years, because when I did play ball, certain people I trust from those 7 years I played longer than people I've trusted I've known my whole life. So for me, if I put you above me, I love you. Yes. You gotta be hurt. But yeah, I think that when you put someone before you, that's what love is. Now I'm gonna ask both of y'all a question. It's gonna be a very strong question, so don't kill the messenger. But as two divorced men, what advice would you give someone like myself who's currently married?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say somebody that ain't married. Well, I got something for the people that ain't married.
No, y'all both divorced, so
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm gonna say for the people that's not married, I would tell them think very long and hard about before you get married. Like think about the whole thing, not just the love thing that we were talking about, not just the sex thing, not just the happiness going out and having babies and getting the building and all that. Because first, like I was telling you, you already one each other are built already. You built, I'm built. Now, when we start this new thing, we got to rebuild. You feel what I'm saying? And we got to go through everything together now. You know what I'm saying? We got to go through everything together, and we got to deal with what the fuck each other got going on in their physical and in their spirit. We got to hang in there. We can't just go in there. It ain't supposed to be a marriage divorce thing. Now, when you come to divorce, that means it was very bad. It was very bad. It was something that wasn't supposed to be.
Yeah.
You feel me? So, on another note, when it comes to somebody that's married already, once again, you have to think about the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Take accountability of who told me to get in this shit, who said I do, what was I thinking when I said I do, what excited me about this person, why the fuck do I want to be with this person, and if I'm already with this person, where am I trying to build with this person at? And over everything, how the fuck am I going to deal with this person, whether I like them or not? Because like and love, they're two different things. You know what I'm saying? You can off and on like somebody, you can love somebody forever, but still don't like them. You know what I'm saying? So
That's hard.
and then when the light go away, sometimes the whole shit go to shred. You feel what I'm saying? That's why you see motherfuckers is divorced and shit, and they can still look over there and be like, yeah, I love you. You know what I'm saying? And keep on moving. You know what I'm saying? Because the light is gone.
Cause you love them. Is that what I'm saying, dude? I always love both of my C's mothers because of who they are.
Right.
Nobody else could have gave me honor. No other woman could have gave me power but y'all.
Yeah.
So I love you and respect you
Yeah.
just off of that
Yeah.
alone.
So what advice would you give?
I would just say that you either a bad picker or a bad picker. You always hear me say that. So it's like, if you're not married yet, I would never sign a marriage certificate in America. Never ever sign your life away. That would be one of the things I would say. If you and your mate want to come together, y'all create your own covenant, create your own agreement or document, and y'all get it notarized that fits what y'all want, not what the government want. Because once again, when you sign your birth certificate for your child, you sign them over to the state. When you sign your marriage certificate, you sign your marriage over to the state, and your death certificate is already belong to the state.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that's for someone?
And they make money off of all three of those certificates.
Oh yeah, America business now. It ain't just no.
It's a corporation.
Yeah, corporation.
Every corporation has a president and a vice president. Every nation has a king and a queen, an emperor, empress, a chief, and a squaw.
Yeah.
They told you it was a corporation.
Yeah.
Just by how they dress it up.
Shit, you can look. It's in there. You can look it up, and it'll tell you America is a LLC incorporated place. You feel me?
USA.
Yeah.
United States of America Corporation.
Yeah.
So check, So if you're not married, make sure that when you get all of that stuff out of the way, then you can know that it's really about the love and respect and honor that y'all have for one another.
Yeah.
It ain't about the outside things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't about if she leave, now it's child support, now it's alimony and this, and if he leave, now it's he ain't shit and all. Like all that is, you put that out the way.
Yeah.
Whatever you came with, baby, you leave with. Whatever I came with, I leave with. Now what we build together, goddamn it, we'll bust it down if something happens.
Exactly.
See, that's fair and equitable.
Yeah.
Especially if you say you love me, because you can't be the mother of my child and not love me.
Yeah.
Nobody else could have gave you, like, it's the vice versa. So now if you are married, say you done did the certificate, you done did all this. I'm very much so into helping people understand that marriage is a business in America.
It is.
It's a straight business.
Yeah.
So now you're actually in a business partnership. But unfortunately, if you sign a certificate with the state, you just manage your marriage. The state only.
Woo.
See,
it took a long time to come up out of it.
Come on, but so now, I never signed a marriage certificate in the United States. I signed mine out of the states because they don't have jurisdiction over you. So that's a whole nother conversation. But
Yeah,
the jurisdiction piece is big because now in a relationship, who has the jurisdiction? What is you as a woman? What's the order in a marriage?
What's your answer?
I'm asking you. Do you think it's God, man, woman, and child? Do you think that's the order in a marriage?
Or you think it's woman, or you think it's God, woman, man, and child?
I think it's God and together, and I think it's both people.
See, but this is what I'm saying about no, and that's what I'm saying. Most of our women think like
They all think
when
like that.
when a woman get a little check and a woman get some motherfucking degrees and money behind her, they think this together. It's a fucking order.
Yeah.
It's God, man, woman, child. And I didn't come up with this order. If you don't believe me, just go to
Well,
nature.
Go to nature.
Go to nature.
wait. Now that you break it down like that, no, I do believe that's the order. Now, but also just so we can have an understanding, I think that situations are different for certain people, and I'm not saying that. I think the man is supposed to be the leader of the household, but I also do believe that everybody know their role. If you're good at this and I'm good at this, you be good at this and let me be great at this. So I'm agreeing with you, and I'm just also being a realist. Like, if this not your strong suit, but it's mine, let me take accountability for this.
Listen,
I heard you now. I didn't hear you at first.
This is the one that hunts.
Yeah.
She's a better hunter than the lion is the one who killed.
Yeah.
She hunt because her skills are better. She's faster. She got a different vision. She's more stealthy. She's a woman. She's sneaky.
Woman, that's how women are.
Feminine. That's just what it is.
That's how human women are. That's how human
I'm not
women
sneaky.
That's why cats are more feline, feminine.
Yeah.
My cat is a boy.
I know.
His name is Oreo.
That's what I'm saying. A male cat still has feminine tendency.
Yeah.
It's stealthy. It's sneaky.
He do like that.
That's what y'all do. Oh, for real, bro. But every man, every human also has feminine and masculine energy.
Yeah.
It's androgynous.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, and that's what makes the procreation piece of it so powerful. What you have, I don't have, and what I have, you don't have. To your point, it's
You
an
are
order.
the socket. I'm the plug.
That's it.
Now we got power.
No, that's
That's Lace Enterprises.
Bruh.
Got you.
Now we got power.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, this is the ending of the show, so I want to thank my great co-hosts, Mr. Stevie Baggs and Scrappy.
I want to thank my co-host. Y'all some great co-hosts.
Y'all definitely some great co-hosts. For real. For real.
These two. But I also want to thank Go Say Hello app. He's actually a good contributor to this episode, actually. So I want to say thank you. So if you don't have Go Say Hello, download the app. Tell them the reality table sent you. And last thing, if you could leave one word of advice for anybody listening, what would that be?
Love God and yourself. Love your kids if you got them. And if you got parents still, love them. You know, just love, you know what I'm saying? And keep your energy, protect your energy, protect your energy, protect your peace. You feel me? For real.
That's fair.
And you?
I would say the only thing that's forever is the present. Your past ain't forever. Your future is not forever. The present is forever. So I just always tell people to stay present.
I would say don't put off tomorrow what you can do today. People, same. But in my words, I'm saying that because a lot of people think we have tomorrow, but I mean, as you can see, it's always something happening. It could be sickness, it could be just something that wasn't planned. So whatever you could accomplish, don't put off tomorrow what you could do today. So live every day like it's your last.
And then I know you probably normally do this, but I'm gonna do it since it's on my chest. We're gonna close it out by saying, stay loving, stay peace. I pray for wealth and health for all you. We gone, reality table. So face ass.
Lil Shawty mix the pain with the passion. Shawty till he's tripped by accident. She just fell in love, think it's magic. Anything you want, I made it happen. Learn from the past, left it.